entertainment and retail venues all along Market Street. It was really the place to be at the heart of San Francisco. There are over 400 people on the sidewalk in this photo, which is pretty typical for the 1930s in this part of town. Today it's a little more subdued. About 60% of the retail on the block is vacant. The other retail struggles to survive to a large degree. And there are only 26 people in this photo, which is pretty typical of a nice sunny day on Market Street today. At the back of the site, this is the Church Street facade back in the 1940s. It was also very busy. It was one of the primary travel routes into downtown for vehicles and also pedestrian traffic. You can see the Dalton Hotel was there at that time, and most of the retail that fronted Market Street also had back retail frontage on Church Street and had customer access there as well. This is what it looks like today. The ground floor is entirely boarded up on the Church Street side. There's still a few retailers on Market Street, but Church Street has no retail activity or access other than some back doors for exiting. When we bought the building, there was some graffiti art on the building, and we've continued to add to that to try to prevent actual graffiti on the building, to try to keep it artistic in a sense. But there's really no reason to be on Church Street because there's nothing to go to there other than to just bypass that whole block. You can tell this photo's probably about a year old. About a year ago, the Tenderloin Housing Clinic, in concert with the police department, removed all the parking on this side of Church Street because this, because of the lack of eyes on the street and the pedestrian activity, this was the place where most of the drug dealing was occurring in Tenderloin. And to alleviate that, they removed all the parking so that there was no place to hide along the street. But that also pretty much removed all the pedestrian traffic there as well. So it's, you hardly see anybody traversing that side of Church Street today. So our goals for the project are primarily to re-energize the block, to connect Market Street back to the Tenderloin, to serve a variety of different communities, including the local Tenderloin neighborhood communities, with all its ethnic and cultural diversity, and to engage residents as well as local workers. And we have a hotel in the project, as we did before, that will also bring in national, international travelers for conventions, for tourism, and for a number of events that will be held at the building itself. We hope to enliven the neighborhood, put a lot of eyes on the street, to improve public safety, clean up the sidewalks, and to provide some open space on the site, which, despite some recommendations not to provide seating areas outside, we think we can control the activities that go on in those spaces, but still allow residents to hang out and give them an open air space to mingle with their neighbors and with the rest of the community. And I'll show you some of those spaces and concepts behind it a little bit later. We're partnering with a hotel chain. It's not really a chain, we have 5 hotels worldwide. It's a boutique organization that I can't name just yet, but it's a very exciting brand that is very involved in the communities that they're in and supports the arts as part of their mission, essentially. So our vision for the site and for the uses on the site are very well aligned with the brand that I hope we'll be able to sign up. We haven't yet signed our agreement with them, so we can't announce who they are. But that information should come out shortly. You'll be pleased to make a press release. Also, we're required by the zoning to provide some below market rate units on the site, 12%. Actually, we're not required to provide it on site. That's one of the options. We are providing our units on site, We could pay a fee, which is much less expensive for us to do, but we pay a commitment to put those units on the site. The program, the original program for the earlier project was over 500,000 feet, and we were asking for a height and a density bonus in order to incorporate some nonprofit arts uses. This project has been scaled down a bit within the zoning envelope, so it's 120 feet, 80 feet shorter, and it's about 104,000 square feet smaller, 5% smaller. It's a little under 400,000 feet. About half of that is in residential space for 262 units. A third is in hotel, 136,000 feet for 235 guest rooms. And then 18,500 square feet of retail, primarily on the ground floor, with another 25,000 below grade for parking. Back of house. Parking is primarily for residential units. It's at a ratio of 1 to 4. That's one parking space per 4 units. And we have a small number of commercial spaces for hotel staff and retail staff. The residential units are relatively small compared to San Francisco standards. Our average unit size is under 600 square feet. The majority of units are studios and large studios. 30% of studios with an average of 380 square feet. 30% junior one bedrooms, which is essentially a large studio, at 540 square feet. 20% one bedrooms at 660 square feet. And 20% two bedrooms at 905 square feet. Even the largest of units are relatively small. Come up with the new form, and this building has a dramatically different form than the previous building. The first move we made was to set back 25 feet from the property line of the Crazy Horse property. That allows us to put windows on the wall to create air and light opportunities for residential units on that peak wall. And that also allows us to bring that down to grade and create an open space off of Market Street that can serve as an entry to the hotel, a semi-public open space where people can hang out during the day with people watch on Market Street. And then we'll have food and beverage service during the time of the day. Discuss that a little bit later. The other move was to carve a triangular notch out of the building on the Church Street side to give a little bit of relief to the facade. And bringing that down to grade also provides an opportunity for a public plaza on Church Street, along with some bulb outs. We're trying to create an open space in the public right-of-way on the site that will allow neighbors to hang out, listen to music, and take advantage of some of the beverage services of the building. Basic building form breaks down into three main components. The hotel piece, which is on the corner of Turk and Taylor, towards the Tenderloin side of the site. The residential fronts both Market Street and Turk Street. And they just kind of connect together with the level of retail and the hotel lobby below. This may be difficult to see. The red circle is where the site is. This is the Warfield building on the corner of Taylor and Market, and this is the new building that we're proposing, which is the same height as the Warfield, has slightly more frontage, but then bends and snakes around the back of the Warfield. They're up there. The architect's inspiration for the exterior facade design follows two basic ideas. One is proliferation of bay window vernacular in San Francisco architecture. The other is some references for local open spaces in the Tenderloin, primarily the Tenderloin National Forest. If you're familiar with that, community-oriented garden open space accessible to the public. And that's kind of what we're using as a model for our Market Street Parkway. The facade interpretation is obviously a much more contemporary interpretation of the bay window facade. It picks up on the coloration of the Warfield terracotta and the punched window openings, but has a very contemporary and iconic architecture. You can also see some of the greenery coming off the roof and in the plaza between the Crazy Horse and the building, as well as what we've been landscaped on Market Street. Some of you may have heard of the Better Market Street plan that the city is proposing to basically redo most of Market Street with new sidewalks, curbs, gutters, activity spaces, and a whole new set of travel lanes for bicycles and public transit, eliminating private vehicle traffic on Market Street and restricting turns onto Market Street from all of the cross streets. And in the process of building out the Better Market Street plan, they'll be tearing up a lot of the historic materials of the granite curves and the brick pavers and stone that is, in a lot of cases, buried underneath the paving. And what we hope to do is reuse these materials in our landscape plan that will tie the building to the surroundings and to these public building spaces. It gives you a sense of the organization of those spaces. So at the lower end of the slide is the Grand Market Street, Better Market Street plan boulevard with pockets like the corner there for Living Innovation Zone. For those of you who don't know what a Living Innovation Zone is, it's an area in the public right-of-way that is dedicated to the installation of temporary art or science exhibits, things that people can interact with, but also are somewhat artistic. I have a slide a little later that shows the first one that was installed, which is an exploratorium exhibit in front of Blue Stem. It's a double clamshell where two people can sit several dozen feet apart, talk to each other while traffic and noise people are walking through it, and basically communicate without electronics and very clear sound. It's pretty easy to try that. But essentially, exploratorium organizations and private companies can sponsor these installations of their own making in these innovation zones. And the idea is that they would swap out over time. And the prototyping festival that happens every year is sort of a preliminary experiment of how these things would work, which ones might be appropriate for more permanent living innovation zone installations. Coming off of Market Street, we have our Market Street open space. That space will serve a number of different purposes. I mentioned just casual seating, just a place to relax at certain times of the day. It will have a cafe and a bar adjacent to it that are operated by the hotel, and those bars will open up to a large degree so that it becomes an indoor-outdoor space. So at certain times of the day, there will be food service out there. There will also be vendors that will sell all sorts of different foods that you can pick up there and then take in lots of eat. And at other times of the day, later in the afternoon, it will become a beer garden where there will be beer service and everybody can come over after work or after a long day just enjoy the sunshine and the activity on Market Street. On the Church Street side, the triangular plaza with sidewalk extension to create some seating areas, some activity space, will allow neighbors to hang out and listen to local music, to meet neighbors, to see what's going on. In that little triangle in the middle is a sunken garden in the middle of that plaza, and it's opened up to a large event space that surrounds it below, so it's an underground event space. So as the hotel programs things like weddings or concerts or performances or just big get-togethers, spilled out into this garden, it'll all be visible by the public from above, so you can hear what's going on, you can see what's happening. It sort of engages the activities at the site with the community. And then using those paper materials, we connect those two open spaces through the hotel lobby as a wayfinding mechanism to identify it as a sort of a public way through the building. The shortcut connects the two open spaces, provides some orientation to visitors in the building. Here are some of the different ideas for what might happen on Market Street. I don't know if you can see this, but the exploratory innovation zone is on the right. Other street interactive activities, step piano, bike rentals, cell phone towers with plug-in place to stand and drink coffee, perhaps, and then some kiosk type things. If you're familiar with Huckleberry Bikes up on Market Street, they actually started in one of these newsstands as a bike repair shop, and were able to grow their business into one of the most successful bike shops in San Francisco. So we hope to encourage that kind of activity and innovation and entrepreneurship around the block in the public zone and the Market Street zone. On Church Street, a little more subdued, casual seating areas, local performers, just taking in the sun, having a snack. We'll have a number of food and beverage outlets that have outdoor seating outdoor as well during the time of day. And then the Market Street Plaza, more active, probably noisier space when it gets filled up during beer hour. And also with some movable furniture so that the hotel can program performances from local youth groups, theater companies, music venues, and so forth. So the hotel will take on a lot of the responsibility for bringing in entertainment and activities in other places as well. Plans. This is starting at the basement with what is primarily residential parking and stackers in the middle section. The blue is hotel back of house, laundry and staff spaces. The gray is primarily building services for mechanical and electrical. This is the level just below the ground where you can see the green space is the courtyard that opens up to the street above. And the blue V-shaped space is the event space that opens up to it. So the wall between the event space and the courtyard will completely open up, so it becomes one large triangular space, an indoor and outdoor space, with a hole in the ceiling over to the street level. We also have a grill kitchen underground here that serves the restaurant on the ground floor without taking up a lot of ground floor space. And some resident storage in the greener color. At the ground floor, we're trying to provide a lot of different retail venues and a lot of food and beverage in a variety of ways. So the corner piece, what we call the Brow and Turkey Market, could be a small bar or a grab-and-go food outlet, coffee shop, or something that just kind of serves quick serve items. The more square piece just behind it is a 5,000 square foot full service restaurant, so that will serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It has a show kitchen on this level and a full kitchen underneath it. It opens both to the Church Street side and the Market Street side, and will probably have some outdoor seating. The green piece or the light blue piece next to that is the residential lobby, so it has connection from Market Street to Church Street. There's access to both sides. And smaller retail for goods, services, perhaps a little marketplace. And then the larger rectangular piece and the smaller little triangular piece that surrounds the garden will be the cafe and the beer service area for the outdoor plaza. And those will be open up to the open space. And the open space also serves as a main entry into the hotel. But the primary entry is off of Church Street, where the blue connects to the triangular plaza. Previously, we had our drop-off area in front of the triangular plaza area, but we intentionally pushed it down Church Street a ways so that we expand the sidewalk area and create more seating in front of the main entries, and also provide some seating area for the restaurant outdoor space. And what we're also trying to accomplish is in the drop-off of hotel guests, particularly those that haven't been here before. We want to get them oriented to Church Street and to the Tenderloin and what's going on the Church Street side of the building, instead of letting them just dive straight into the hotel and then pop out on Market Street every time they want to go somewhere. We want them to see what's going on, get exposure to retail, get a glimpse and exposure to the courtyard, see what kind of activities are at Church Street before they get into the hotel and check in. So we're just elongating that entry sequence for our hotel guests. And we're hoping that then when they come back out of their hotel room to go explore Market Street or the Tenderloin, that they use Church Street as a shortcut and activate that street with all the pedestrian traffic, whether they're going to Powell Street Guard Station, down Market Street, or Mason, or some of the other places that they might want to visit. Our parking entry is off of Taylor on the far left side of the white piece, hard to see. And then we have our truck loading on Turk. We have some additional retail on the Church Street side, right next to the courtyard. That will probably be 3 smaller spaces. One will probably be some kind of local cafe or deli for the neighborhood food service. We'll have a juice bar that will also open up in the plaza, and a hotel will probably have a shop, a gift shop, or some sort off of the line. Up above.
Just one more question. You do know that Warfield uses most of Taylor Street for their buses.
Yes.
So you're going to be working with them to maybe access some of that along that bulb out?
Yeah, on Taylor Street, we don't have a bulb out that goes into Taylor because there are more traffic lanes there. The truck traffic right now, they do come in front of Google Place, which is the alley that runs along the southern side of the building there. But we will have a driveway entrance at that point, and the trucks won't.
What about saying announcement, would you be willing to take away some of their space there? Would you be willing to offer them space on the curving side of the bulb outs for their buses and other sort of staples to park on it? And if they have really good sized concerts, they park all the way down there.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know how that will work in the future with the new reorientation of Third Street, but I think it something that we're taking our parking lanes and we're creating a call out, and the city under the Better Market Street plan is also planning to make Turk a 2-way street, so 1 lane in each direction. Parking is not the process. So I don't know what they're working with, but we have a close relationship with them. We own the office building, as I mentioned, communication, load issues. So, oh, yes, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, so that is dedicated as a community hub space, and that's really one of the most important retail pieces in our project. What we want to do is create something like a museum for the Tenderloin, a kitchen incubator space to help train local chefs and restaurant operators in the Tenderloin how to better operate the business, how to negotiate leases, how to take credit cards, swear, how to get digital on the website, how to train employees, how to meet Department of Public Health requirements, how to organize a kitchen, how to order food efficiently, choose healthy produce and so forth. And that training program will help keep existing local restaurateurs alive, given that a lot of them are losing their businesses due to increases in also provide employee training for them, so that they can hire on, expand. And some of those training programs will also be the food and beverage venues that we have in the site. So we'll come to the incubator program to train them to go into food and beverage or hospitality.
I want to know, these shops we learned, will we also high-end shops come in?
We're trying to provide a mix, so we've got the incubator space, which will also serve through window or in a small retail frontage. So those will be local Cambodian, Ethiopian, Vietnamese type of style foods. We'll provide ethnic cuisine, what's that? Could be, yeah. I mean, we're looking for candidates who want to go through this program, and we're also looking for a nonprofit who can organize and manage the program. So we're in the process of putting that together.
I was looking down and I'm going to ask you guys, the young chicken, these are the red line.
Yeah. Yeah, burned down. What's that? Oh, original Joe, bring original Joe. I don't know, we can talk to the duties about that. Possibility. Most of these spaces have not yet been committed, so we're looking for third-party operators, restaurants. We're talking about a dozen so far. Still looking for a good mix of different types of cuisine, price points. Okay, I'm almost done. So here on the left-hand side is the hotel rooms above, right-hand side is the residential above. And then this is kind of what the building looks like from the Mason Turk Market Street corner. The Turk and Taylor corner is the kitchen elevator on the ground floor. Much larger Market Street design. The park, Crazy Horse. That's it. So I could answer any questions.
How much are these small
The pricing. Well, they're market rate, so whatever the market is, bear and